Hi everyone, welcome to another online session. Well, this is for my students of architecture. Others can kind of scroll down. Maybe you can hit that like, yeah? And if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon, right? That is very important. You see, I had been practicing and preaching as an architect for the past 2 decades across India and abroad. With my hands on experience in designing and building numerous projects, I've gained some real life insight which I keep sharing with my students of architecture. Today, I have with me a couple of my students who have given a certain design assignment, they had done their work, they have certain doubts to be cleared, they have something to discuss out, so they want to discuss and tell me, what they have done. Let's check it out, what they have to say, right? Yeah, right. You have done
So I
some.
just started a bit of indoor and a bit of stadium also.
Right. So what you should do
So,
is starting from the whole of the site, you walk us through like how you enter the site and what do you see first and how do you go into
so actually I haven't did the whole thing, so it's very difficult to tell about that because I haven't yet started this entrance portion. This is the actually the entrance.
All
This
right.
is the entrance and this is the
Right. Then what you
door
should
of
do
the
is
entrance.
the part which you have done a 3D of, you explain what are the features of that part. So that should be doing.
Okay, sir. So this was the entrance. These are the stairs. A person walks through this and enters this hallway, which has a sofa and a reception and waiting area over here. This will be the reception area, and then it can he or she can go through this door and then enter the this portion. This is the squash court.
All right.
Or he or she can go to through this and then enter the basketball court. This is the basketball court. There's mass, and then enter through here, and this is the badminton, table tennis, and kabaddi court. And this is the corridor which leads him or her to this courtyard kind of a thing, which is an open space. And then through here, the swimming pool area. This is the tennis court. This is the wrestling court, and this is a common changing room and a hallway. And this is the back entrance through where the people coming through the stadium and the people from the hotel can enter the block. So this is a huge canteen kind of an area, and this is the swimming pool. So I have given here stairs. This will be a platform in the middle of the like if the swimming pool is 5 meters, then this platform will be around 2.5. So a person can climb here and have a view of the swimming
I guess the height of that platform should be a little higher than 2.5 because you need
Yes, sir. I just give an example. Yes, sir. This will be around 8 to 10 meters. This swimming pool. So this will be around 4 meters. Because below this we have the kitchen for the canteen area. This entire thing is the canteen.
so make it at 3 meter height.
Okay, sir. So, okay, I'll move into the badminton area. So this is the badminton area. This is the badminton court.
All right.
Over here, I have 5 courts for table tennis, and above this, I have the kabaddi court. Over here, this is the kabaddi area,
What is
and
below the kabaddi area?
yes, sir,
What is below the kabaddi area?
it's a table tennis. Table tennis over here.
Is it sunken? Is it like a level down? Right?
Yes, sir.
How much is the depth?
So this is 450. So players can move through that. They are all players over here.
Sure, but you need to still have some steps.
Okay. So either I can have a step or I can raise it to 200 so that easily one can climb down.
Not 200, maybe 150, or maybe a one step down that is 300. Like maybe one step and then go to 300. But without step, won't do it. If you are doing it without step, then it is 150. See, what happens is 150 is not a good depth to be making it sunken. So what happens? People may fall down. 150 is really not visible in that sense. If you are doing it 450 is good. Like you might as well make it 650, 600 or so. But then give a step.
Okay.
Step down into 600. So that makes sense. So People will at least know that, okay, there is a certain difference in level, so I have to climb down steps and go. But when if it is 150, suddenly nobody will actually feel the difference in level. You can.
Okay, sir. Okay, so here I have an open area for ventilation because it's the same court and there's a sunlight over here. So, shade. So maybe the light can penetrate through here and then through this hall also, through this opening. Then this is the structure for this one, and this is the basketball court. So if I enter through here, this is the area. Again, I have light penetrating through here, and also I have light penetrating through below. This yellow thing will be a glass thing. So I thought of something different to make because generally players in basketball also need the ground to be illuminated. So instead of giving artificial light, we can give natural light through here.
So how is this light entering the building?
So,
show it from the outside.
Yes, sir. This portion is the external one.
Right.
So it can come through here, through this glass, and also through above. One second.
And what is that yellow band?
So that is glass here. This is glass.
Below, right. So, okay. So at what height? What is the height of that?
So 900.
900 at ground level.
So because it's the basketball court, so we do not need a plinth over here.
Then I can understand. How about having a strip of a water body in front of us, outside of it?
So here I don't have much space. I only have 6 meters from the boundary and then 4 meters inside.
This, how much is this?
So from the boundary I have left 2 to 3 meters. The offset we had to do, and then from there I have 4 meters.
So from boundary it is 4 meters, right?
Total 6 meters.
Boundary it is 6 meters. So there is good enough space. There's a lot of space. So now, is there a road going like this? Is there any road?
So here, no sir, there I don't have a road. My road ends over here.
So then what I'm saying is, if you have a kind of a water body here, okay, say maybe along this entire length, okay, at depth of 2 meters like this. Since this is like almost 1 meter here, 2 meter will make sense. You will make a isosceles triangle like this. So what will happen is, imagine this is the sun. The sun rays falling onto the water and reflecting inside the building. What's the idea?
Yes, so that will be good. Okay.
Yeah. Unless you have water body here, say for instance, if you have just grass, okay, it's not dark. You have there will be no reflection. Reflectivity index of glass is almost like 0.
Yeah.
But if you have water body, the sunlight will go inside. Again, you need to look into whether that sunlight going inside like this should affect the players playing inside. So it should not be having some glare. So there is the glass that you will use should be glare resistant. It will stop the glare. It will only throw in the diffuse sunlight, not the glare.
Okay, sir.
This is a good idea to have a water body here so that it can reflect some additional amount of light within the building, so that you have very minimal of artificial lighting.
Okay, sir. So also I kept these portions open for hot air may rise here and then move out through the building from both the sides. And also I have open spaces over here for ventilation.
If you could have some open spaces at that 900 level below, the glass that is there, right, at the bottommost part, you could have something. So probably, did you go to this Baha'i temple, Lotus temple in Delhi?
No, sir, I haven't met.
Right. So the concept there, is there are huge water bodies. Okay. So the wind flows and enters the building at a lower level, and there's this huge gallery with stack effect. The hot air rises up, and this cool air flows on top of this water body, becomes
Okay.
by passive cooling. So that
Okay.
air enters the building and it's extremely cool inside. Even there is like 50-degree temperature outside the building. That's an awesome thing.
So that accelerates the process.
Yes, this accelerates the process of passive cooling. So it's a
Mhm.
phenomenal thing to do, and I guess you should try it out.
Okay, sir. I'll do that then. So I had a question because I was confused regarding one thing. So I have given, like for penetrating light, I've given these glasses over here. Also, there are some glasses over here, and then this entire thing is visible through the courtyard, this entire hall. But sir, I was confused that should I keep this entire hall air conditioned or should I give windows over here and then over here also
See,
on that one?
yeah, normally you should avoid having air conditioning to such huge spaces, right?
Okay.
So, see,
Openable windows then.
it is good to have passive cooling, and in places like such huge arenas wherever they're there, for instance, in airports, you have such huge grand lobbies in airports, right? So, just imagine, do they cool the entire air there? No. They cool only the bottommost layer of the air where there is human occupancy. People are not floating in that middle part of the air, right? Nobody is there. Not occupied.
Yes.
Only the
Yeah.
which is below, at the level of near the ground level, around say 2.5 meter, or maybe at max 3 meters height. So there, all the people movement is happening where the comfort zone is supposed to be achieved. So only that part is getting the cool air flow, right? Recirculation of air is happening likewise. Only a part of the hot air that rises up are sucked out from an upper level of an vent. Okay? So in such cases, you are not supposed to cool the entire hall. It's a huge hall. You cannot cool the entire hall. It will be completely redundant to have something like that. So the best thing is to have passive cooling system, something like this that you are discussing right now. And secondly, if you have air conditioning, you can air condition some pockets. Only some pockets which are practically possible to be air conditioned, and worst case scenario, you will only air condition that level of air which is like around 2.5 to 3 meter high, only that much. So all the ducting and everything will be below, open.
They had some network issues.
Yeah. So yeah, that is it. Like, best is to achieve passive cooling.
Okay, sir. Then I'll, as I've given glasses over here, I can open up these things for ventilation through the air.
Right. Yeah, and only give certain pockets or certain areas where there will be air conditioning specific requirement.
Okay, sir. So I'm on my way to complete the entire thing.
Right.
The next week. Actually, we were busy in ANDC also, so we couldn't do much. And so I had also made the stadium. So is the stadium visible now?
Yeah, it is.
So, sir, actually, what I realized after making the 3D is that the height of the stadium won't be very much because our capacity is very low, like it's 13,000. So the height is very less. So what I was thinking of giving a space frame structure in the roof and not the entire, like generally the large stadiums have.
See, you need to give some shade to the people who are sitting there, right? So just annotate here. If you could have some structure overhanging on top of it.
The space frame structure kind.
Yeah, space frame or tensile structure maybe. There may be tensile canvas structures on top of.
Also.
Yeah, so kind of something like this on top, just to shade these people all around, not the field below, not this part.
Okay.
Yeah, but only this, the people who are sitting around.
Okay.
And even in many cases, stadiums do not have cover on all the seats. There are certain areas of those seats which are covered and which are not. Even in Eden Gardens it is there. So maybe the people who are sitting very close to the field, maybe somewhere here and on, so that part is not covered. Only the half of it is covered, or it is up to you. I mean, you can decide. Right? If you want to cover all of the people who are sitting there, I mean, why not cover on top? Say for instance, some rain is happening. It is a sunny day. It's ideal scenario to have a cover on top of the whole thing. Right? I guess you should do that.
Okay, sir. So, sir, tell Now I've done this much only. Like these are the entrances through which the people will enter, and then I'll give a outer covering over here. I was thinking because from here, this portion, I have a 5,000 offset, so there will probably a covering like this, and then the roof will go. Because the people will enter through this, the flow of the pedestrians will be through this 5,000 offset. That will be a path around the stadium.
And remember to give your floodlights on all four corners at least. If not more.
Yes, sir. Okay. So will these four corners will do, like from over here, and then
Yeah.
all. Okay, sir.
Right. So things are coming out well. Now you should move to the next step of finalizing and finishing all these things and then putting it into real drawing sheet.
Yes, sir. Just I'll finish the 3D and then start the sheets.
Okay. So who else? Who wants to show now?
Just showing the plant room or the like water system will do. Just a space for those
It will-
spaces.
it will- yeah. This is your conceptual planning, right? You are not planning the entire services. You are planning the architecture of that particular design.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
স্যার ইউজিআর যে থাকবে ওটা একটু ওয়াটারটা বলবেন
হ্যাঁ আর একটু জোরে বলতে হবে শুনতে পাচ্ছি। একটু জোরে আমি শুনতে পাচ্ছি। কি হচ্ছে?
স্যার টেক্সটে লিখছি একবার দেখবেন
ওকে। Text. I'm not getting any text. Sir, UGR দরকার তো water circulation and water demand টা একটু বলে দেবে। water circulation, water demand calculation করার তো আমার মনে হয় না দরকার আছে এই ক্ষেত্রে। ঠিক আছে, ওয়াটার ডিমান্ড ক্যালকুলেশন করাটা এই ক্ষেত্রে ডিফিকাল্ট হবে আর আই ডোন্ট থিঙ্ক ইউ হ্যাভ টাইম ফর দ্যাট। ওয়াটার ক্যালকুলেশন ইজ নট রিকোয়ার্ড, এটা but location of the UGR, location of the fire tanks and all these are required. As I said, service spaces to dekhate hobe. For instance, you have this swimming pool, right? Swimming pool will need some services like your pump room, filtration room, plant and all these things. So there also within the building you will require some spaces for that.
ওকে স্যার
Show the spaces, identify those spaces. Zoning is important. Zoning of those services is important, not the actual calculation of PHE calculation. You are not supposed to do the public health engineering calculation of this. You are supposed to, draw up the architecture of this whole design. Okay. Anybody else?
ওকে স্যার
Nobody?
না স্যার
No, sir. Then what?
স্যার আমার একটু নেটওয়ার্ক প্রবলেম হচ্ছে আমি দেখাতে পারবো না আজকে
Okay, right. Then we'll show next day. And I will just. So then, should we wrap up? What do you say?
হ্যাঁ
Yes, sir. For now, I think we should wrap up.
Okay. So thanks. Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Having discussed all of that, I sincerely believe that an architect will always be a student, constantly learning, because there is a lot to learn. Let me know your thoughts, your views, your comments. Write in the box below. I'll get back to you. See you.